Hi everyone, we're not recording at the Dream Factory this week, but we still wanted to bring you some highlights as there's never a dull week in crypto, so welcome back. What's happened? Biden signs an executive order to do with crypto. So what does that mean? Well, the crypto markets have waited with bated breath this week in anticipation for Uncle Joe Biden's executive order on crypto. The main highlights are there's no new regulations. Federal agencies are instructed to take a unified approach to regulation, so work together. They're to take their time and study the market and consider the next steps. The main areas that they're focusing on are consumer protection issues, national security implications, threats to the financial system, examining a United States CBDC, so that's a central bank digital currency, and supporting crypto innovation to keep the US at the forefront of this sector. Perhaps unsurprisingly, it was met with distinctly different reactions. I'd say most people in the space felt it was a positive, or at least as positive as could be expected. Regulatory clarity will be beneficial for everyone involved, whether it's those building or those investing, and also those waiting on the sideline with cash. And I think from the beginning, we have been saying here at New Finance that regulation is on the way. You know, technology purporting to build a new financial system cannot be expected to continue unhindered by the current administration, and it is the regulator's job to try and control financial risks in the market. They would literally not be doing their job if they didn't engage with this. So it's unsurprising, and that's just the way it is. Mike, our fund manager, he points out from the other side of this, looking at this regulation, that US dollar dominance allied with their governance of the SWIFT network are key national security assets, because they use that to control and to coerce financial systems and enforce sanctions and capital controls, much like we've seen in Russia recently. And so crypto's primary design goal is arguably to take away that coercive control so that they're coming to neuter it with regulation. Anyway, you can read more about this on CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, and pretty much everywhere else as it's big news in the space. Second story, Dubai issues crypto regulations. Well, more proposed laws. Another regulatory story this week. Casey Wagner of Blockworks reports that this week Dubai has issued proposed laws for crypto regulations. So Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, tweeted out, "The future belongs to whoever designs it. Today, through the virtual assets law, we seek to participate in the design of this new and rapidly growing global sector. Our step is a leap towards the future aimed at developing this sector and protecting all investors in it." Interestingly, the proposal excluded NFTs, CBDCs, and utility tokens, everyone's favorite crypto term. We love utility. The above exclusions are on the basis that no financial services are being offered. So for those thinking that it's an easy loophole to exploit, I would highly recommend thinking again. It's not financial advice. The proposed law also aims at banning privacy tokens and algorithmic tokens. So privacy tokens would be things like Zcash and Monero. Algorithmic tokens, I guess things like Fei and Ohm. I think ESD and DSD are safe. RIP my bags. Regulation seems to be a hot button issue at the moment, but I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. This is a big part of the future of the sector. I also think it's positive to see governments engaging with collaborative and not inflammatory tones. Things like it's a step towards the future. We're aiming at developing the sector. We'll see how that unfolds. Finally, we'll finish with the NFTs. So I'm guessing that 99.99% recurring of crypto participants won't remember or even weren't alive when LimeWire was around, let alone remember the fun of gambling, bricking your laptop with viruses while downloading the new 50 Cent unreleased disc tape or whatever thing was cool. Throwing back the years, LimeWire was a peer-to-peer file sharing platform. You could download anything on there until it was drowned by lawsuits. It ended up shuttering its operations a while ago now. Two entrepreneurs bought the IP though. They're relaunching the site as a music-focused NFT marketplace. Nothing's released yet, but I'm actually really excited to see what happens with this, as LimeWire being a peer-to-peer OG in the space is a cool link, even if this is essentially an entirely new company. Plus, I think music NFTs as a general space are really interesting, and I want to see more experimentation around them and what people can come up with. Oh, and Ty Lopez is launching an NFT too, but we'll leave that there. Never a dull week, especially in the NFT space. We'll finish with tweet of the week. I was gonna highlight the Bain Capital crypto tweet of all the white dudes released on International Women's Day, but then I felt like it had been dogpiled on already, and it was also giving too much attention to it, missing the point. So instead, I thought it would be great to highlight a positive post by a woman in the sector, Lauren Feld. She highlights some of the brilliant women in the space and the projects they're creating or working on as well. I think that's really in the spirit of things and captures what we want to encapsulate. So Lauren herself also deserves a highlight, and we'll send a link to that and people can check out some of the amazing things that women are working on in the space. Thanks.